Happy Victory Monday, folks. Detroit Lions, they go to LA yesterday and they get a win. Lions 7-2. We're feeling great. Today's show, we're going to be talking about Lions versus Bears really quickly. The playoff picture, how's it looking? Injury update, NFC standings, and we're going to talk about the NFC North when can plays get eliminated, and we're going to talk about the Lions defense. Without further ado, let's get this thing going. You guys are absolutely amazing. Been growing this channel like crazy. If you could do me a favor and just smash that like button, let's get to 500 likes. I know you guys can do it because you guys are balling. I appreciate it. The spread is out for the Detroit Lions, home against the Chicago Bears. And yes, this is a gigantic spread here. Lions are favored by 9 points, and they should be favored by 9 points. Home against the Chicago Bears. The total over and under is 45.5. Of course, underdogs here, Chicago. It's a 1 p.m. game. The Lions beating the Chargers. The Lions doing what they have done so far this year at 7-2. And you know the crowd is going to be loud at Ford Field when the lowly Chicago Bears come into town. Now, we don't know who the quarterback's going to be, Justin Fields or Tyson Bagent. I suspect it's going to be Justin Fields because he almost went last time. But make no mistake about it, the Lions' talent versus the Bears, we're just far superior talent-wise. We are. Now, of course, you got to worry about the mobile quarterback, dual-threat quarterback, but the Lions are heavy favorites into this game, should win this game for sure. So who do you got winning this game, Lions or Bears? Put L for Lions, B for Bears. Let me know in the comments below. Give me your thoughts. Hey, maybe you disagree. Maybe you think the Bears may win. Now, if you are absolutely tired of overpaying for tickets, you need to use GameTime with killer deals, last-minute tickets, lowest prices guaranteed. You can stop stressing over tickets and start getting hyped for the fun that you're going to have. It is easy to find and buy tickets for every kind of event in your area, whether that's sporting events, concerts, comedy shows, or whatever. With their lowest prices guaranteed, that is the GameTime guaranteed, which means you'll always get the best price if you find tickets in the same section, row or less. GameTime will credit you 110% of the difference. You can get exclusive flash deals on tickets for football, basketball, concerts, and more. And in the middle section, in the screenshot here, by the way, I think it's a fantastic feature of the app, it shows you where your seat is. You can move your phone left to right and see the surrounding area, kind of like a 3D live photo. So download GameTime and create an account. Plug in the code LIONSCHAT for $20 off your very first purchase. You go to the redeem code section, plug in LIONSCHAT, sign up with an email. It's that simple. Terms do apply. Create an account, put in the redeem code section, LIONSCHAT for $20 off. The link is going to be in the description and comment section of this video. If you're buying Lions tickets this year, make sure you're using GameTime. Download GameTime today. Last minute tickets, lowest prices guaranteed. Quick injury update. Again, no injuries in this game. That was awesome. It was really good to see that we came out healthy. That is a good thing. But for the injury report right now, you still got Donovan Peoples-Jones, who's dealing with a little bit of an injury. I'm going to assume he's good to go for the Bears game. Halapoulides Vitae dealing with everything, and doesn't really matter. He's a backup role. Don't know if he'll be good to go. Let's look at the Lions running back snaps in this game, because a lot of people want to talk about Jahmyr Gibbs should get more snaps, and he did. He's got 58% of the running back snaps there, 38. David Montgomery, 25, or 58 for Gibbs, 38% for David Montgomery, 5% for Craig Reynolds, and that was on special teams. How about Malcolm Rodriguez? I seen him in the game a little bit there. Now, he got 5 snaps offensively. That was hilarious, 8%. They kind of use him as the fullback right there. And it's good to see that the Lions have, to me, the best duo in football in the running back position. A lot of people questioned, why did you take Jahmyr Gibbs at 12? Well, this is the reason why, folks. 90 carries, 476 yards, 4 touchdowns, 5.3 average. Right now, he's probably the most dynamic running back to this point in the NFL. He can go in between the tackles and the outside. He can do the big play. He sheds tackles. The guy's just an amazing running back. and he's doing a great job for our Detroit Lions. So if you're one of those individuals who questioned the pick, now you can kind of see why they did it. What were some reactions from the legacy media over the Lions win. I picked these three. I thought it was hilarious for one of them. Rich Eisen mentioned last year that he's considered Lions and Amon-Ra St. Brown top 10 receiver. Many thought he was off his rocker. He's 100%. Amon-Ra St. Brown is a top 10 receiver. He may not look like a Jamar Chase or a DK Metcalf, but all he does is make giant plays and gets a ton of yards. He is a top 10 receiver. Louis Riddick, he wants to find out how much you like the physical aspect of the game. I love that. He's talking about the Lions are a physical football team. And I love how Dan Campbell said at the press conference he wants violence. God, I love that. You just can't make that up. This is exactly what we want. And, of course, Marcus Spears with a really good tweet here. Dan F. Campbell, never doubt. Love it. You don't doubt him. Dan Campbell knows what he's doing. He does. And that's a really good thing. So, will the Detroit Lions win the NFC North? Y for yes, N for no. Maybe you think they don't because the Minnesota Vikings are still fighting, but let me know in the comment section. Let's look at the NFC North standings. After this Sunday, Detroit Lions up top 7-2. The Minnesota scrappy Vikings 6-4 winning the game, but they're actually underdogs going to Denver. Denver is playing better, by the way. I think Denver could pull off the win there. Green Bay Packers taking a loss here at 3-6, and the Chicago Bears actually won, but they're not good at 3-7. So I wanted to go through the Green Bay schedule and the Bears schedule to see when these two teams, they're not going to win the NFC North, but when they're eliminated from the NFC North. And this is what we got from the Green Bay Packers schedule here. They face the Chargers. In my opinion, Chargers going to win that game. They face the Lions on Thanksgiving. In my opinion, the Lions win that game. And the Chiefs, they face there right after. That's a pretty tough schedule for the Green Bay. If the Detroit Lions win on Sunday, and if they win on Thanksgiving, two ifs here, and the Green Bay Packers lose to the Chargers, lose to the Lions, and lose to the Chiefs, they will be eliminated from the NFC North title versus the Chiefs. That is the day that we are looking, right? So in a couple weeks, they could be eliminated from the NFC North, making it the Lions and Vikings. What about the Bears' schedule? Theirs is earlier. If they lose to the Lions this Sunday, our team, and they lose to the Vikings, who will be favorites, they will be eliminated from the NFC North from that Vikings game. And then at that point, it is a two-team race for the NFC North. Now, I didn't do the Vikings schedule on this. Why? Because I don't think they're going to be eliminated from the NFC North title for some time. So there's no reason to go through like a multiple games for them. We just got to see game by game. You know, we need them to lose a game. Right now they're winning, so there's no real reason to go through it. So in 3 weeks, it will probably most likely be a two-team race for the NFC North. And that's what we want. We want the two-team race. Well, we want a one-team race. We want to win the NFC North. Right now, the Lions are absolutely favorites to win the NFC North. If you look at their schedule, this Chargers team, to me, was the hardest game left, or second hardest game left in the schedule. And then you got to face the Bears, Packers, Broncos. It's at Detroit for the Broncos game. Dallas is going to be the difficult game. That's another one on the schedule. And then you got the two Vikings games right there. And I think the Detroit Lions, you know, look, if they split with the Vikings, that's great. I think they can win both the games. I know they're winning right now with Joshua Dobbs. To me, it's just not sustainable. I feel like they're the luckiest team in the National Football League right now. It's a cool story for Joshua Dobbs, and it really is. But are they better than the Detroit Lions from a personnel standpoint? I don't believe so. I just don't believe so. Their offense is good. I think the Detroit Lions offense is better. And I just think for all around, talent-wise, the Lions are just a better football team. And, of course, right now we're 7-2 and they're 6-4. So, and the Lions very well in 2 weeks could be 9-2. Very well could be. So the Detroit Lions are looking pretty good right there for winning the NFC North and being a really good football team. They are. And I got to tell you what, the Detroit Lions have a legit shot to get that number 1 seed. Again, we are a game out from the Eagles. The Eagles' schedule gets harder. The Lions' schedule lightens up. The Lions have a legit shot. That's good. What seed will the Lions have? Do you think they get the number 1 seed? Do you think they get the 2 seed, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7? Let me know in the comments below after this weekend's games. Give me your thoughts. We need to talk about the Lions defense here. Now, it's a great win that we did, but allowing 38 points defensively is unacceptable. We have to get better. I know Justin Herbert's an elite quarterback, but we have seen this now with Geno Smith. We've seen it with the Baltimore Ravens, even though the whole team sucked right there. We've seen it with the Chargers in this last game. The Lions got to get better defensively, and it's not all on Aaron Glenn. The defensive line and the players need to get home at the quarterback position. They need to sack the quarterback, and we're having issues. Aidan Hutchinson, and then nobody else besides him doing it. Even blitzing, we're not getting home. We have to sack the quarterback. We have to take him down, because if you don't, the secondary is just going to get picked apart. Aaron Glenn's got to do a better job scheming. Allowing Keenan Allen to just roam free, and he didn't make an adjustment, is absolutely ridiculous. And you're not gonna be able to stop the Dallas Cowboys, the Philadelphia Eagles, San Francisco 49ers, and the Seattle Seahawks. Heck, you can even put right now the Minnesota Vikings could put up some points with their mobile quarterback for the Lions. We got to get better defensively. Yes, we're 7-2, but to be a playoff contender, we got to do better defensively, or else it could be a situation where it doesn't last long in the playoffs, and that's something that we don't want with such a good offense and with such a great start to the season. We need to get better, and he needs to do a better job. He does, and that's just the bottom line because Stone Cold said so. Folks, we are dropping videos here every single day. Make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. It does push the video out there. Make sure you subscribe. It does. We're trying to get to 50,000. We're almost there. With your help, it can happen. We'll be live on Thursday. And, of course, Sunday, Lions and Bears. With that said, folks, adios.